What's up, guys? Welcome back. It's been a little while, and today I'm gonna do like an update video on the channel and also on these characters. I'm gonna do a couple things back and forth between characters, little tweaks I have to do on some characters. I have updated gear, which is another thing we're gonna do today, and hopefully a new series comes out of this. I've started a new character, like a character I've always been interested in playing, and besides my zero, I kind of want to side main them, these two other characters, but I want to wait until not really fund them until I'm done with this, at least getting to 2 mil, and then I'm actually try to like at least put a little bit on the other ones just to see how bossing is like. But hopefully it turns into a new series and you guys get to meet my new little side main. So I guess we could start out with the new gains. Also range gains. It was pretty significant. 1.5. Just with Naval Warrior. I'm a shade. I don't really have buffs. That's all I got. So it was a fever time on the 10th earlier this month. 6 days ago. We were able to 30% all of my CRA, 30% one of my Sweetwater items, and we were able to 15% my weapon. And well, if you don't know what fever time is a time when spell traces have an increased rate of success. 15% scrolls go to 25, 30% go to 45, and 70% go to 95. So theoretically, if you have someone with 100% diligence, and if you didn't know, if you have 100% diligence, you get a 10% increase on the rate. So 15s actually become 35, 30% become 65, 70% actually become over 100. So can't fail. And then if you're in a guild and you have the guild skill, it'll give you 4 more percent, being 15% turning into 49%. 39%. 30% is turning into pretty much 60%, and 70% you're always gonna pass. So that event happened, and we were able to do all these other gains. So let's start with my hat. If you guys didn't know, oh yeah, by the way, we had someone doing this with 100% diligence and our guild skill. So we were able to get everything done, all the slots on everything. So with this, we've also been cubing it along. So I was able to get this finish finally, 11 stars, perfected 30%. Don't really want to prime it yet. I'm not really down to spend that much money on anything yet, maybe over time. But for now, 30% is good enough, more than enough for me to be satisfied with. We were able to get 12% strength on the hat over time, and decent mixador. It might seem kind of weird to have that line of potential there, but it's mostly for training. I really use it for training. It's really useful, and the reason it's useful is because I train at Maze 5. Maze 5 is a really high level training map, but it gives pretty a generous amount of EXP. Training there goes by pretty fast, especially if you're stacking EXP. And the reason I have it is because it's very difficult to have a Kana there, or I should say HS there, buffs like a Bishop or a Phantom. And what I do is that I leave a Phantom or a Bishop at Scrapyard, where the door would spawn, which is in the middle, and she would just be sitting there. And every 5 minutes, I'll use whenever the buff goes down, I'll use the door, come into town, get auto HS, or someone's gonna be there HSing me, so they don't gotta deal with the hassle of dodging whatever and trying to survive in Maze 5. They can just sit down, relax, and I can just go to them whenever. And there you go. I get my HS. I don't give HP to anybody, not like I would. EXP, not like I would anyways, because the mobs there are pretty high level. But it's really nice not to have to like look out for another character or have someone else be there all the time. They can just auto HS, go to town, come back, train. And I got 15% strength on my shirt. It was really nice. 30% it done. pants, same thing, 12%. Hopefully I'll be able to get 15% on this, but I got this just with Meister cubes, and I was just like, you know what, I'll stick with it for now. It's not like it can tier up to legendary yet with those cubes. So 11 stars as well. Then the big one. Oh, by the way, all these went really smooth. Not a lot of clean slates were needed. They passed pretty smoothly, and the clean slates passed really smoothly. And this is my weapon. We were able finally to 15% it, which is really nice because I had this weapon pretty botched for such a long time. And hopefully once I get to 15s, they'll probably go over 300 weapon attack. I haven't changed the potentials. I put a boss nib on it. Got it to 13 stars. Hopefully I'll get it to 15 soon, but it's just not working out for me right now. I keep trying and trying and trying, and just does not want to get past 13. So I'm leaving it at 13 for now. And if you guys don't know the difference between 15, why I 15 this is because 15 is the cheapest way you can get your knuckle to be really, your weapon really amazing. It's kind of like prime scrolling, where it gives you plus 10 of everything and plus 10 attack 10 times on your weapon. The only difference is that it doesn't give you all stat. It only gives you to your main stats for the most part, and mainly, and your main stat for the most part, and you're missing out on 10 weapon attack, I'm pretty sure, and 10 all stat, which is not really a huge difference unless you're trying to get the most perfect weapon out there. So I think this is definitely worth it. Would you rather spend like a couple $100 or a ton of bill, you know, like a couple I don't know, dozen bill trying to get your knuckle perfected or whatever? I mean, it's fine, but for me this is good enough for now. Maybe later on, once I cap, might think of priming stuff and priming the rest of these things, but for now this is way more than I need. Also, I was able to cube this to 9%, which is really nice because I literally didn't have anything before, at least anything useful. Oh right, I got this tattoo. I found it in the FM for it was relatively cheap for what it is. It's 24% strength, and we also 30% of this during fever time. I cubed this as well, and I got 9%. I mean 6% strength, 3% dex. I haven't really done much to this badge, mostly because I botched the scrolling. As you can see, I didn't pass anything. I kind of just was like, oh, okay, whatever, I can miss out on the badge for now. And also put potential on my heart. Didn't keep it or anything, just wanted potential because I didn't have a potential on it, just for now. I'm just gonna use cubes that drop on this and on this, just for now, before I get a different heart and when I rescroll this as well. And also I have finished my pendant. I was able to get some clean slates and from elite mobs while training, and I got 2 clean slates and they both passed, which is amazing. And then I scrolled it and they both passed, which is really nice. So gains I made it to 1.5 mil, just with Maple Warrior. That's all I got. And if I buff up all the way, I can actually get the 2 mil with my soul charged, which is really nice. My soul is in charge right now, but it's really nice to be really close to 2 mil when I boss, and hopefully after the update it's gonna be a lot more worth it. Alright, so now we're gonna hop on to another character. We're gonna hop on my Zero, and I guess I can show you guys its gear, because I don't think I've ever showed you guys its gear, even though it seems to be a really popular video of my Zero training. It's not that impressive. It's kind of hand-me-down gear, and like I kind of just YOLO'd stuff on it, because Zeros, if you guys didn't know, they just gain range like nothing. You gave them 10%, damn, there you go, 100% K range. I mean 100K range. You just give them whatever, it just adds on so smoothly. All right, I'll be right back. We're back. This is my Zero. It looks a little bit different because all the transparent items have expired. Sadly, I don't have anything. And originally I was not going to show my my Zero's gear, just because I didn't think that my Zero Galax videos are going to be that popular, but they seem to be one of my more popular videos, so this is for the people who are interested. Most of my zero stuff isn't really impressive. It's all hand-me-downs and stuff that I bought in one day and just 70% it and just YOLO'd everything. But zeros gain range like it's nothing. Literally, you give them 10%, you get 100k range. It's really ridiculous. So we can start with the crack ring. The crack ring has 6% all stat, one pass, all stars. Didn't even bother cleaning up the hammers. Solid ring, 10 stars, 2 passes. Haven't hammered it, no potential. Superior ring, it's still clean. I might do this later on. Like I said, I might clean all this gear up once I get my shade to 2 mil, or maybe capping on it. Blossom ring, I'm gonna replace this later as well. I need to get rid of all the boss set stuff. I got a good from the hunters hunters event, I got a pretty decent pocket item. Superior pendant, 6%. Half scrolls failed. Also this is about half, 6% as well. Well, 9% if you consider the all stat. My weapon has 15% strength because the main stat has 14% strength, and I got a 1% neb on it. And like I said, I just literally YOLO'd a lot of this stuff. This is the new build I had on my shade. It was in inventory and I finally decided to move it over. It still needs 2 passes and then it'll be perfect. It's 15% strength, and that's where I get that extra range. My hat is perfect, 70%ed, not hammered. No potential really. This is my tattoo. Half passes, 7% strength, 7% strength on my glass. Also half passes. I just literally just did not care. I just wanted all the slots filled. This is 6 passes out of 7. No real potential there. No real potential on this either. This is 5 out of 7. I got Tyrant boots on it. If you didn't know, it might seem wasteful, but I just really love Zero as a class. I originally was gonna main it, but when I got into the game, they had just closed, and I didn't know when they were gonna open again, because like before it was almost like a year gap. So I made his shade instead, and I fell in love with it. And I still want to get this to 1 mil at least, just because at 1 mil you can already start capping on a zero. So if you guys are looking for a cheap class to get in range on, or a class to fund for people who are unfunded, zero is definitely the way to go. Cheap range all the way. If I gave all the stuff that my shade had onto my zero, it'd probably be way past 2 mil already. These are the earrings that I had on my shade for a while. They're tradable. They were from a really good friend of mine. She quit. I think she's coming back for the Aaron revamp. But these were her earrings, and she sold them for me for cheap right before she quit. I'm really thankful for these. They're 14% strength. Random black shoulder. Get most of its range from the set effect. No potential. I got high dimensional gloves. No potential as well. I got a Lotus Roid from an event. Badge, also from the set. That's the reason I have it on. I want to break the set soon. I already have its ghost ship badge, but it's not scrolled yet. I need to do that soon. Weapon is the same. They stack, by the way. If you didn't know, that's the reason they're so strong. It's like if I had 30% strength on these. Tyrant cape, 70%. I think it might be 100%, and 5-starred. Heart, literally 1% luck. What carries my zero for the most part, it has no link skills or anything, no character cards. It's all straight up this belt, the weapon, the earrings, and the Golic set that's giving it this range. So you can imagine when it's all done and everything, it's crazy. I had a friend who had a zero and went to Demon Slayer and literally lost like maybe 60% of his range or something like that. He was like 1.4 mil range and went down to 400. It was ridiculous. So that's it for my zero. I'm gonna P-sock one of her belts. She has a belt on her. It's perfected. This one right here. And I'm gonna pass it over to my new character, my new side main. So let's do that real quick. I'm gonna get a P-sock. Equipment modifications. Oh, the reward points. Equipment, trade, P-sock. Okay. Let's do this. Or is it this one? Yes. Alright, I need to go trade. I'll see you guys in a bit on a new character. Hopefully a new series as well. Alright, see you soon.